Chapter 12. Astra, Emma, and Libby raced to the registration table. Well, as quickly as three girls carrying a very heavy sculpture could race, arriving just in time. "A minute longer and you wouldn't have made it," said the judge. Afterward, Emma placed her sculpture on a folding table. A crowd began to gather around it, but Emma didn't notice. She scanned the room excitedly. "Where's my dad?" she asked. Astra looked around but couldn't find him. Emma's shoulders sagged. "He forgot," she said. "He only cares about gymnastics." Emma moped in the corner, while Astra and Libby examined the rest of the entries. The judges roamed the room, taking notes and consulting each other. Astra tried to eavesdrop and briefly wished that her special talent was super hearing. There were many visitors to the art show, but Emma's family was nowhere to be found. Astra sighed. "We tried. We couldn't have tried harder," Libby assured her. A crowd began to gather around the judges' table. One of the judges stepped up to the microphone. She gave a speech about art and creativity and effort, which Astra didn't really listen to. She was too upset. Emma reached out and squeezed her hand. "Thanks for everything," she said. "And the winner is..." The judge paused, holding up a shiny gold medal on a bright red ribbon. "Emma Prendergast!" Despite the fact that her wish mission was foiled, Astra squealed and jumped up and down with joy. Emma threw her arms around Astra and Libby. "You won!" shouted Astra. "You did it!" "We did it," said Emma, her eyes shining. "I couldn't have done it without you." "Go up and get your medal!" Libby shouted. Emma looked around the room, and her face fell. "What's the point?" she said bitterly. "My family didn't come. All they care about is gymnastics. They just don't care about anything else." "Emma! Emma!" someone called. Emma and Astra spun around. Emma's father was trying to fight his way through the crowd to his daughter. "That's my girl!" he shouted. Emma's face broke into a huge grin. Her dad made his way to her side and scooped her up in a big hug. Suddenly, the rest of her family was there too, hugging and kissing her. "I had no idea how important this was to you," he said. "All I could ever think about was gymnastics." "It's okay, Daddy," Emma said. "No, it isn't," he said. "It wasn't fair to you at all." He took a deep breath. "Your mother and I were talking on the way here. Now that we know what is really important to you, if you want to quit gymnastics, that's fine with us." "I'll never quit gymnastics," said Emma. "I like it. Just not as much as the rest of you. But maybe I'll cut back a bit, so I can go to art club too." He tousled her hair. "I'm really proud of you, sweetheart. Really proud." Astra and Libby both watched, open-mouthed, as the rainbow arc of pure wish energy danced around the room joyously, before being absorbed into Astra's wristbands. Libby smiled gently at Astra. "Great job," she said. "But you know what happens now. We have to go." Astra sighed. "I know," she said sadly. She had heard from other star darlings that it can be very difficult to leave once you get to know your wisher so well, but it felt even worse than she expected it to. Emma bounded over. "I got my wish," she said. "My dad is so proud of me, for my art. I've never been so happy in my life. Thank you so much." "I'm so glad for you," said Astra. "I'm just sorry that it took me so long to figure out what you wanted. I was telling you to be a gymnast when you really wanted to be an artist. I'm sorry I wasn't more helpful." "Don't be crazy," said Emma. You told me to believe in myself, and to focus on what was most important to me and not be distracted by the things that were not important. I couldn't have done this without you. You helped me more than you'll ever know. How can I repay you? Oh, don't be silly, said Astra. Libby poked her in the back and pointed to her fingernails. Well, now that you mention it, said Astra, could you give me some polish of removal? About 9 bottles should do it.